Coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 53, Mike. Who that? 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here we go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Now Wentz on third down. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the run. Big gap. Let's go. Great.
Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On third down, this is Howard. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On second down now, it's Howard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Wentz. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wentz. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
74.
To try again after the sack. Wentz letting one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Draw play, Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Put that team on the clock. 5-9.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Wentz now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Go. Waiting.
Wentz now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 41, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Check 55 to mine. Check 50. Hey, orbit. That's the run.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's got some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 49 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
3 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. This is Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
You got it. You got it.
Prescott from the gun on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Great 15. Great 15. I got you. Mike, hey, Charlie. 55.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, he's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz There to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Wentz will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
46 down, man, 5-4.
55, Mike, 55.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing solid. Y'all playing the wrong.
Go.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's get off the field.
Kill.
The field, D. Mike's 54.
Wentz gonna throw. He's gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Throwing his Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And some room to maneuver.
Keep playing hard.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.